right, just walking back to the car. What an unbelievable game that was. Villa 0, Tottenham 4 in what has really a game to throw the gauntlet down for the rest of the other teams in that top 4 race. You've got to say that, look, the pressure was on us today after the results that happened early in the day. You had Everton beating Man United, obviously Arsenal losing at home to Brighton.
Yeah.
It was all set up for Tottenham to do their own version of bottling today, but look, and after in the first half that performance, you might have thought, we were going to drop points today with Lloris having to make 7 saves in that first half. He really did keep us in it, but once we regrouped at half time, there was only one winner, an unbelievable turnout in the second half, and what a performance. I mean, what do you think he said at half time?
Mate, this is a top class manager for a couple of reasons. Like, this kind of game in many seasons before is one that we, like you say, I don't like the word ball, I hate it, but we just do that Spursy thing of just like everyone else's results have gone on in our favour and we don't take the advantage. And finally today, in the first 5 minutes, absolutely amazing. But it was understandable. We always know that Villa are going to be a tricky team, but we weren't doing ourselves any favour in that first half.
No,
but that half time, it was all about the wing backs again. Look at the second half, like how much space they had and how much we were using it. Especially was that, I can't even remember which goal it was now, the third or fourth one, that interchanging on our right hand side between. That was absolutely amazing, and that is tactics. That is top draw tactics, and finally players understanding and realising like what they need to do for this Conte system. And mate, look at this. This is absolutely amazing.
Yeah, it's incredible, isn't it?
The Villa fans were going home at 60 minutes. I know they're 3-0 down, but that's embarrassing from their side, mate.
Yeah, I know. I mean, but look, that's what's been happening recently a lot, hasn't it? When we've played Newcastle, we played Everton, played Leeds. Yeah. The game's been over by about 65 minutes. Yeah. Same thing happened today. And you've got to say, though, first half, we were a bit all over the place, weren't we? We were on the ropes, and you got to say Villa were putting us under serious pressure, and Coutinho was causing us all sorts of problems.
Yeah.
Ings and Watkins, they were causing us all sorts of problems in the front line, and it was only Lloris that saved us really. If it wasn't for Lloris today, we would have been about 3-1 down at half time.
Of course, and maybe because of Son's hat-trick, that might go very unnoticed. It definitely needs to be something that is, picked up on the highlights and everything afterwards. Like, Hugo's incredible, but one thing I will say as well, and this isn't the first game, we keep going for more. None of this nonsense passing around like at the back and everything for the last 5 minutes or so when you're 4-0 up. We want 5, we want 6.
Yeah,
that's
definitely
what I want to see as a fan going to games and paying your money, mate. This is absolutely class, an absolutely top class performance today.
Yeah, it was brilliant. Look, second half, obviously, Son got the early goal, brilliant finish on his left foot, and didn't get too much involved in the end of the rest of the first half, but he really started in the second half to find those spaces, and obviously he ended up with a hat-trick, a brilliant clinical hat-trick as well. You got to say, all 3 finishes were absolutely top-notch.
Harry Kane, mate, what
Harry Kane, another 3, I think 3 assists again today.
I don't understand anyone in the world questioning Harry Kane at any time. This man, you should be privileged to be able to watch this man in your lifetime. Honestly, this is one of the best, if not the best player I've seen in the flesh. Like, unbelievable.
And I thought the assist, that little flick header into Son's path for his second goal, was a touch of class through him.
Kulusevski's goal.
Goal and assist for Kulusevski.
Unbelievable goal that is. Like, almost out of nothing. Like, the twist, the turn, incredible. What an acquisition in January.
Yeah, left foot firing into the far corner was an excellent finish. And again, another goal and assist for him. More goal contributions. They seem to be racking up for our ginger Swedish player. Brilliant. Yes, mate. Another brilliant display from him. He's game on game. He's looking like an inspired signing. Absolutely brilliant. Come on, boys. Look, everyone's in good spirits today. Look, 4-0 today, and just after all the other results, what do you think that says to the rest of the teams in the top 4 race when they're hoping for Tottenham to drop points today, like they've done? Arsenal dropping points at home to Brighton, losing. What do you think that does to their psychology?
I actually had no doubt in my mind that Tottenham are going to do this, like, compared to the other teams. I always said the manager was the big difference here, but actually now, because the players are like actually building into the philosophy completely as well. The players must be, observed here in a positive way as well now. Like all of them. Like I know Emerson had a terrible first half, like he does most games, but that second half he was brilliant.
Yeah, he played really well, you got to say.
When it happens, you have to give the credit and the applause, because that's the way the team and the players are going to build the confidence and keep playing in this way more and more.
And it's not bad for the it's not bad for the Paul Merson called us a one-man team, just Harry Kane, and we've scored 12 goals in our last 3 games, and Kane hasn't scored any of them.
Yeah, well, I tell you what, like,
not bad for a one-man team.
Exactly. Like, don't get me wrong, it being probably a different performance if Harry weren't around, of course. But that's about any team. Any team was like that. If you take De Bruyne out of City, they start struggling. If you take the key players out of Liverpool, they start struggling. But no doubt in my mind, for sure, we don't want to see Harry get injured or anything for this season, but I'm more confident now knowing that if Harry was to come out of the game or something by any chance, we could possibly deal with it.
Yeah, and also talking about Lloris quickly, he had obviously made a mistake last week, didn't he, against Newcastle for their goal. You know, he's come on for always a bit of criticism when he makes a mistake, but today again he showed how valuable he is to this team and how good of a keeper he is. Because that first half he made 2 or 3 world class saves.
Unbelievable. It's funny because people will pick out on the mistakes that he always makes, and that's understandable from a keeper because that's the last point of contact in defence, right? But this has to be admired. And I know, like I said, Son's going to probably get the massive highlights of the hat-trick and the other players, but you have to admire that because of Hugo, we were in that game still at half-time. Because there's no doubt in my mind that Villa could have easily been 2 or 3 up if Hugo was not in goal today.
Absolutely right. And look, Son takes his goal tally, I believe, to 17 goals. I think that's to equal his best ever Premier League season. So I'm sure he's going to absolutely obliterate that and probably hit 20 goals. We're going the right way?
Who knows, mate?
I think we might be going left.
Let's go this way.
It's this way.
All we can say, mate, is Harry's probably given up on the top scorer of Premier League and just turned himself into an absolute
Make sure Son
king.
gets it. Because look, Son is 3 goals behind Salah now. What are the chances he gets?
It's absolutely incredible.
Do you think he could get golden boots on?
I don't know, but do they get rewards for assists as well? He should have some kind of silver boot or something.
I'm sure Kane gets an assist bonus, 100%.
Absolutely mega.
But I think he's turned into, look, if I can't get the golden boot, let's make sure Son gets it. And I think, I believe he's on 17 goals now and he's 3 behind Salah, which is incredible. Brilliant. That's incredible. And he's really turning on the style now for Conte. And he's adapted so well after, I think, it's a bit of a difficult start when Conte came in. He's been brilliant over the last few games. And look, Are we now in the driving seat for top 4 if we weren't before? You've got to say so now, don't you?
To an extent, I'm not going to get too arrogant about it. I know that we were probably
with the fixtures of the rest of the top 4, we easily have the best fixtures.
Of course, we always say it's on paper, but there are some tricky games, if you like. Still, like we can't assume this, but for sure, the positivity is there. And I'm not saying we're not going to get it because I've always said we're going to get top 4 anyway, but. That is a big statement today. The other 2 teams losing in the manner that they did, and the fact that we have absolutely turned up when it was important in that second half to take the ultimate 3 points, mate. This is absolutely huge for the games coming forward.
Look, and then there's another battering, is it? 4-0. We are scoring for goal fun. Top goal scorers in 2022, and I'm sure it's going to continue for another game week. Look, I don't think it's a lot of fun watching Spurs at the moment and being a Spurs fan, how things are going. And look, the top 4 charge is well and truly on, and now we've put ourselves in a brilliant position, and let's just keep on going, and let's just keep this momentum going. The only down point, I guess, today is Matt Doherty going off injured. He's obviously been a very big player for us over the past few games. Hopefully he makes a quick recovery. We'll see what Conte says after the game. But look, 4-0, Son hat-trick, Kulusevski with the clinical finish as well. Doesn't get much better than that. What a performance, what a result, what a day for Tottenham fans in terms of how the results have fallen our way. Absolutely brilliant. Si, it's been a pleasure travelling to Villa Park with you. Hopefully many more trips to come, and we'll see you at the Tottenham Hotspur Stadium very, very shortly. But guys, enjoy your weekends, enjoy the result, enjoy match of the day later. I know you guys will. Like, subscribe and comment, and as always, come on you Spurs.